Hello everyone, it's Magdalena, Wolf of Coins. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I will be doing a walkthrough of a Tarot de Marseille deck by Piatnik, so-called Tarot Rhenan. It doesn't say anywhere here, so it says here that it is reprint after the original of the 18th century, but it has been identified as the so-called Tarot Rhenan by Ignaz Krebs, made in Freiburg in Breisgau in Germany. It is a city close to French and Swiss border, so you can easily see how Marseille tradition style deck could be made there. So the images are really cool. The box is simple cardboard box. Then we get to the presentation card, this classic Piatnik rider here, printed in Austria. And now you can see that some of the images are quite pale because it is a reprint, it's not a recreation, and I'm okay with that. However, I can see that the images are a bit on the blurry side, I would say. Like, you can see kind of like, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's a kind of like grain. So I don't really like that. I don't really like the quality of this reprint. The colors are muted, and the images, as I said, are really cool, but I don't like this grain here. Contours are a bit on the blurry side. Maybe I'll show it like this. Yeah, can you see that? I don't like that. So this was kind of a disappointment for me, because I saw the images online and I thought it is a really cool deck, and it's by Piatnik, so they know how to make cards, and they definitely will have like good shuffleable is it a word, card stock. So I was pretty excited about this deck, but yeah, right now I'm a bit meh. I like this like kind of like a cloth here kind of thing though. Yeah, I wonder what this is. It's so fascinating to find different details in different Tarot de Marseille decks, because to a person who's not familiar with Tarot de Marseille, they all look the same, right? These are the same images, but no, look, there's a little flower here on Temperance card, and Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer nose here on her forehead. Yeah, so of course some of the images are not clearly visible because of the quality of the original. Some of the, yeah, there's also a flower here, see? So some of the original copies were just not made really well. And that's that. So again, this is a type 1 Tarot de Marseille, what you can easily tell by the moon facing, like looking at you in front. However, is the Cupid blindfolded? I think he's really not. So there are some inconsistencies. There's a heart here. So it is a really charming deck, I must say. Yeah. And the Hanged Man is like, has the flipped number, which happens surprisingly often in Tarot de Marseille decks. What else? Yeah. Funny little people. The fence has an interesting shape. Yeah, and looky here, they are clothed. Usually they are naked, but not here. So this also speaks for type 2, actually. So it is a mix. That's interesting. And also flowers, flowers, flowers. It's a flowery deck. So it is hard to tell whether it's type 1 or 2, maybe because it was done in Germany, so there weren't such like strong traditions, so you have to do it this way or that way. Maybe it's like mix and match. Yeah, that's interesting. So we go to the batons. And also this decoration here, yeah, these are blank, by the way. The floral decorations are more like type 1, 2 type 1s that I have. So I have some examples. There is the Jean Dodali by Sullivan Hismans. Yeah, you see, do we have a 6 here? Yeah, so that's also different. However, what I meant was that the kind of like not crudeness, but the flower is pretty made of big chunks of elements, if I can say so. So yeah, now you can see what I meant about the blurriness. The background is creamy. This is kind of a like white background, so you can compare the lines here. This is interesting. I mean, I looked through this deck before, but now I'm looking at it closer. That's fun. So this is the Jean Dodali, and I have also the Jean-Pierre Payen, 1713. And the Dodali is a recreation, so the lines are very crisp, and the Payen is a reprint. So, of course, the lines are more muted. But will I find a 6 of batons? That would be interesting. Why are they so mixed up? Oh man. What happened here? So this is the 6 from the Payen. It's again different, but this flower here is the same. It's the same style. So it's actually interesting. So you can see these two type 2s are more similar to each other because of the shape of the flower here and the leaves. However, this one goes another route, but still the flower here is similar in style. Okay, let's go further. And yeah, and these are blank. And this has like a fishtail kind of thing going on here. And same on the 5. Kind of on the 3, but not so much on the 9. So it's funny. And then the court cards. We have the page. And look at the happy faces. It is a pretty happy deck. And a lot of blank parts. But the horse is pretty pissed off, right? Yeah, the Queen of Batons is so happy. She has those classical laurel leaves on her had, but she's not pissed off like she's in many other decks. Oh, see, for example, in Jean Dodali deck, this is the blindfolded Cupid, which is typical of type 1 Tarot de Marseille deck. And here look at the pissed off Queen of Batons from the Jean Dodali deck. Awesome. But this one is so happy. So obviously it is a deck that has its own individual style and elements borrowed from different types of decks. The King of Batons is a bit sad, but not pissed off. Then the Ace of Cups, and very muted colors here. Then on the Two of Cups we can see that it has been made by Ignaz Krebs in Freiburg. And those happy creatures here. Yeah, it is a pretty happy deck with lots of flowers in unexpected places. There's Three of Cups. And the 4 does not have a number, even though 3 and 5 do have it. So it is like, again, blank here. It is a deck that will surprise you here and then. Yeah, look at this little star flower here. Let's compare. So to compare, 9 of Cups, this is the Jean Dodali deck, and this is the Payen. So again, I think I should check in some of my type 2 decks, just for curiosity's sake. Okay, so I got my Madenie 1709 type 2 Tarot de Marseille. And if you're curious about what's it about with type 1 and type 2, there is a video about it, how to learn which is which on my Tarot de Marseille playlist. But anyway, I think this is more of a decoration, is more of the, excuse me, type 2 style. That's why it didn't match. However, there are elements from type 1 as well. So we can see it in the études and we can see it in the pips. This is very interesting. And these are like closed cups. And in type 2 here, and open cups like in type 1. So this is very interesting. And by the way, I also found the Hanged Man from the Payen deck, and he also has this flipped 12 here. Okay, let's go further. 10 of Cups, the Page. It looks like a baseball cap, doesn't it? And there is a feather here. I like his cuffs. Then it's the Knight of Cups, the Queen, the King, and we go to the coins. So it is a deck that is nice for if you like this feeling of muted colors, creamy paper, old kind of deck. What's interesting, on a 2 of coins, where we usually get again the name of the maker and the year, there is nothing. There are only decorations. So that's interesting. See, on the Payen deck, it's like that. Usually here there's nothing. I wonder why. 3 of coins. Oh, and don't be surprised if you get this deck. I got it new in a foil, shrink wrapped, and they were not in order. I put them in order, but they were mixed. It just happens, apparently, so you shouldn't be too shocked by that. 5, again, classically, coins don't have numbers on them. Yeah, the more I look at these, oh, well, this is interesting. I've never seen a card like this. Wait a minute. What's going on? It's a 7 of coins and it never looks like that. Oh my. Oh, now I have to go through all those decks and find a 7. Oh, look. There's in the Payen deck. This is the classical Tarot de Marseille arrangement of the coins, right? It's 3 like this and 4 like this. Never 3, 3 and 1 in the middle. This is different. Let's look at the Madenie. See, again, it's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Not like this. Ooh. So this is definitely something different. All of a sudden. Wow. Then there's the 8, the 9, and the 10. All right. And looky here, there is a little flower again. And the Page of Coins card. This Mr. Krebs, he must have liked flowers, definitely. And look, he looks like the Knight of Coins. He looks like he has a book on his head, no? Like there's the cover and the pages here. Oh, I love it. Then the Queen of Coins. Very regal with these lilies here. Oh, the king also has the lilies. And lastly, the swords. So if any of you know about a deck in which we get such strange 7 of coins, please let me know. I would be curious to hear about that. Then 2 of swords, one of my favorite cards in Tarot de Marseille. 3 of swords. Oh, so obviously in this deck the swords are supposed to be like this. I mean, the publisher decided that. I prefer personally for them to be like that, but it's, yeah, we actually cannot know that because we have as proof we only have all the decks of cards which could be flipped. So I'm not sure if this debate has been ever settled. I just put the swords point up and that's that, and flower up as well. 4, 5, because sometimes you also get the flowers down in a deck. I just flip them. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then the page. This is interesting, this background here. Also there's those markings. What's it called? That rich people would wear. And the fur of this special furry animal. Oh God, goodness, I forgot, sorry. This horse looks like a donkey. I mean, Look at that. So funny. And what thin legs here. Oh my goodness. I love this image. And he has like such a good-natured face. I mean, not the horse, the knight. And the flower here. Yeah, I'm liking this deck more and more. Then there's the Queen of Swords with a huge index finger here. Like, ah! And what is great about this deck is easily, I think, quite easily available because Piatnik is a company that sells worldwide. And the King of Swords. There's like a PS here. I wonder what this is. Well, anyway, these are the backs. Nice, simple. And as I said, the cardstock is pretty great. It's not too thick. Let's compare with the Payen deck by Yves Reynaud. They have quite thick cardstock. So let's compare. So you can see that the Piatnik deck is thinner. It's springy. It's just nice. I'll show you how it shuffles. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Maybe I will also show you the size compared to, I usually, where is it? Oh, here. I usually compare with the Yav Bendov CBD Tarot by US Games because it's a kind of like a standard tarot size. So it's slightly wider. Not so slightly, I'd say like 1, 2, 3, like maybe 5 millimeters even, or 4. So it's pretty wide. So this is it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing, maybe. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely day. Bye.